treasured for all time.
Good morning, everyone. All 7 people watching. I don't expect anybody to watch this. Like I say, I always do things last minute. I'm going to have to put on my glasses at some point. I'm only streaming this on YouTube. This isn't going to be horribly long. Where do I start? First things first. Tonight I will be on the Dice Tower with Liz Davison. I believe it's at 9 p.m. We're going to be on together. Basically just having me on as a guest. So that'll be kind of fun. Started 98 seconds ago. Oh, wow. There you go. Downriver Rick, Bill Kennedy, Corey Rayburn, how are you? Helen, good morning. Matt. So, she had one guest. I was supposed to be on the 25th, but she had a guest drop out, so she asked if I moved up a week. I said, all right, fine. I'll do it. Where to start? I just spent 2 hours cleaning this room. I'm always constantly cleaning because there's always constantly stuff coming in. And it's a lot of times stuff I don't expect to come in. And then, of course, there's the things that I've been ordering. A lot of old school stuff that I had lost, just getting my collection where I want it for my future. Okay? Not the future of the channel. Not going to be terribly long. 1 hour later. Okay. Here's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I promised my wife this would be a half hour. Yeah. No, so anyways, I cleaned everything up. I kind of got everything in the position that I wanted so I can go up and grab it. We've got most of my stadium here. I think I could just do this. Hold on. I see, you can't see it all. You can't see it all. Hold on. Where's my thing? Okay, hold on. Maybe these will be my famous last words, to be honest with you. Alright, hold on. So if I go... Yeah, see, there's the grandstands. I got my lights up here. I got some more lights over there. I got grandstands all through there. I got my scoreboard, which I'm working on, that I'm repairing. All right, gotta have a scoreboard. Okay. And I got more grandstands over here. I got people I gotta fill it up with. I got all kinds of stuff that I'm gonna do. All right, because that's fun to me. There we go. All right, boom. So one of the things I wanted to talk about is the eventual end of this channel. It's something I've discussed with Helen. Helen's been way too busy to do the things that I need done. I've been absolutely, I have not put out the kind of quality of stuff that I wanted to do or do. Okay. And it's hurt the channel. We've lost tons and tons of people. I think part of it's because of the tiger. And the more people leave, the more I'm going to do the tiger, because I really don't give two shites, to be honest with you. That's not a swear word. I like doing what I do. I'm going to do what I do until the very end. But I've come to the conclusion that this doing 900 videos a week has been too much. Especially with how hard I work in my shoot job, my day job. You know, this aggravates the heck out of me. Hold on. I'll finish this up. If I could just move this over. Give you... I always forget to turn off the Logicam autofocus. So I go blurry, I go unblurry. All right. And... okay, there we go. That's good. Let's put that up. Okay. And I have another grandchild on the way, which I'm not going to tell you what it is. I've got 2 grandchildren up in Connecticut. I got a little one that turns 1 this tomorrow, actually. I can't believe it's been a year. And how much time have I spent with her? No, I spend more time here, which is fine, because for me, turning on the camera, I've always thought that was turning on to a bunch of friends. But when there becomes this separation, you know, it's time to kind of figure things out. Okay. I think some of the things that have been done behind my back, particularly by an individual in here, in the chat, you know, kind of soured me on a lot of things. But there is a group of people that I still will play to. So my thought was this, and who knows if I'm even going to stick to this, okay? For all I know, a year from now, I might change my mind and keep going. But my game plan is to do something. I want to go to one more convention. All right. And that will be Gen Con next year. If we have it. Who knows? You see, this whole thing that has gone on. This whole thing that has gone on has with I'm looking at the chat when I should be doing it. This whole thing that has gone on. Take it easy, S-Dubs. Have a good morning. Okay. This I'm trying to figure out the word I can use, because people are very sensitive about talking about the conditions of what's going on in the world. That's the way we'll put it. Has really stretched me thin as far as my other job. My other job, I'm working a real lot. So the quality hasn't been good. And with all the conventions canceled and stuff like that, and this virtual convention thing, I'm just not into. Okay, I don't know how many of you follow it. I don't know, but I sat back and I thought of what I wanted to do, and I've talked to Helen about it, and the game plan is to go one more year, give you guys a final coverage of Gen Con, and then back things off where maybe I only do videos maybe 4 times a month, or, you know, like everybody else does, you know, once a week or something, maybe one live event, or maybe put out a bunch of videos on a Sunday or something like that, instead of this every single day thing, because it really doesn't, it doesn't do it for me. You know, I don't see where I enjoy when I do something out here to do something, but I think, you know, maybe there's just going to be some times where I just have the camera off and I can just paint certain things, you know, once I get this hand fixed, which is very soon. do some other things, and really just kind of take a little bit more of a not so much of a backseat, because I don't think it changes the growth of the channel or anything like that. Maybe less is more, for all I said. Rough Swordsman, how are you doing? I'll address everybody in the thing, in the chat in a minute. I'm just trying to get all this stuff out because I really mean it. I don't want to make this a long, oh, boo-hoo thing. It's not a bad thing. After Gen Con next year, I'll reassess and probably really slow things down to a crawl at that point. But what I plan on doing this next year is I'm going all out. I mean, I'm going to do all the things I want to do. I'm going to do all the old school stuff. We're going to be doing some of the bigger wargaming things, all the things I want to share with the community. And I think I could do a lot. You got to remember, a year for me is almost 400 to 500, maybe 600 videos, somewhere in there. That's quite a bit. So do I have 600 videos in me? Sure do. Do I have a bunch of different things that I want to do? I sure do. Okay. Are there a lot of paint things I want to teach people? Sure. Am I going to keep doing things for BGG? Of course. I love Aldi. Would I slow it down a bit come next year? Yeah. Am I going to slow things down on the channel? Yeah. Maybe I just walk away. This isn't a boo-hoo thing. Oh, poor me. This is a thing, hey, you know something? I've got all these grandchildren. Okay. If the channel isn't, exceeding a certain growth, what am I doing every day? Am I playing to a smaller group? Yeah, that's fine. That's what I've been doing for years. This channel hasn't been some great growth thing, where it goes crazy. It's been a channel that has slowly plodded along. We never worried about subscriptions. We never worried about people that thumb that things down. We never worry about a lot of things. But, when you step back and you take a look, and, oh, where'd she go? She left. Now she left me too. See? She unsubscribed. My dog. Gabby's going to be 6. Gabby's going to be 6. And I can't, and all this time has passed away. And I have her little pillow where she stays with me, but I want to enjoy her before she goes. I want to enjoy Bella. I'm 60 years old. I'm getting to the end of my life. How long can I do this for? Where do I think I'm relevant? And I don't think I'm relevant anymore. And that's okay too, because again, it becomes a thing where I'm playing to a smaller crowd. Okay? I'm playing to a crowd of people that have become my friends. There's some of you out there that mean the world to me. You know it. I text it to you all the time. Or I tell you all the time, Miss Helen Adams, how important you've been. I know how busy you have. Yeah, I'm going to do what makes me happy. But this makes me happy too. So I have to find balance with it. Now, the thing that has frustrated me over the last 6 to 8 weeks has been YouTube itself. Okay? My wife, if anybody that has been around for a long time, was deathly sick for a year. And I sat there and I cranked out videos. And one of the things, I made a video, but I actually took it down, of some of my videos that I really liked, because it didn't encompass the whole volume of what this channel is. We have been a channel that has pulled back the curtain. We've had people come, we had people go. And one of the most amazing things about the whole thing is that you've got some of you have been here through the whole thing. You could tell stories of some of the things that we've done, from my wife's cooking and this, that, and the other. So when my wife went on a slingshot thing from a company that's near here, because I don't want to mention it, and we took the video and we put it up here. It was a lousy minute and a half video, and I got a copyright strike. Now all of a sudden, for the next 3 months, my my channel has been throttled, and I find that very frustrating. So for the next 3 months, this channel is completely throttled in YouTube algorithms and everything else, because when I go on to the restream and I go to use that to do this, because I restream on all the 3 things, it says your channel's not in good standing. Well, how could that be when I've done some of the most wholesome family videos? Okay, number 1. Number 2, okay, I've done close to 2,700 videos in 5 years. We're in our 6th year here. In 5 years, okay? How is that possible? Okay? That my channel's not in good standing because of one video. Because they said some copyright thing. It was I mean, it mind boggles me. And they leave you no room or wiggle for things. And it's a bunch of baloney. And so now I get my channel throttled. So I'm doing all this different type of content, which makes me happy. My Sapudio League on Sundays, which the Queen was deathly sick yesterday. Her face swelled like this. We were afraid we were going to have to take her to the hospital. I know I'm getting off beat, but this kind of feeds into everything. So there were a whole bunch of things I wanted to do for the Sapudio League. I like doing the highlight film so you guys feel like this is a real league. Well, I couldn't do that yesterday. Okay, I couldn't do all the things I needed to get done yesterday. So now I'm behind. And I'm thinking to myself, I go, wait a minute. I've got so many videos out. How am I behind? I'm behind because I have so much to say to you guys. So much to do for you guys. Okay? And so, so much to accomplish. I never stop. I'm very driven. I'm very driven here. And to be, number 1, smacked in the head by YouTube. Okay? Some of the other things, because I have so much I want to say, so much I want to do, it drives Helen nuts. It drives Helen nuts because I'll be in the gym 5 o'clock in the morning, and something will pop in my head, and I'll go, man, when I get home, I'm going to film this. And just when she thinks she caught up, she gets way behind. Do I put too many videos? Yeah, but I have something to say. But the one thing that has happened is that some of the things that I wanted to say and some of the quality because of my job, I felt I've rushed things. Now, tomorrow we do our live Sunday morning. I'm not going to stop that. It may not be the most popular thing, but I like doing the things I do. Okay? And this Sapudio League is just so much fun to me. Oh, I got it. The pitch got, because I was up on the table. This table is so solid, I'm able to stand and get to some of the games that are up over there. So I cleaned out this whole thing and made it where I can grab certain things. Because next, because not only are we doing Saputia, we're doing a Blood Bowl league, because I've gotten a bunch of teams in. I got an extra dwarf team because poor James Hanna, I sent it to him, he never got it. I had painted for him, so I'm going to repaint that, get that out to him. So while I'm painting, I'm going to tidy up some of my stuff, and with this stadium I have, I'm going to build a Blood Bowl stadium, which is going to be glorious. And since I'm so good at Blood Bowl that I can actually play myself and enjoy it. And then do the same thing with the Tiger. Do a halftime report with all the different leagues. So I want to have these 2 leagues running, which I'm very excited about. They will show. One will be live in the morning. One will be live in the afternoon on Sundays. Thank you, Seblik, so much. Now I got to break out my thing now. My granddaughter now has, I think it's $103. $103. Which way does this go? Okay. Thank you, Zeblik, as always. Gotta get some Godzilla Bank early in the morning. That way, big fella. Way to come strong. All right. So, those are some of the things that I really am looking forward to doing. Along with all the games that I've brought in, we have Starfleet Battles. I got a whole bunch of different games that I'm working on. We got the Hunter's AD 2114, which we're going to be doing. Munchkin Dungeon we're going to be doing live. Well, you'll see a review for it at least. Whether I could do it live or not. Also another thing with Mo and Gimpy, we had a lot of fun doing For What Remains. So we have a couple other things that we planned on doing. Some wargaming stuff that'll be fun, and some other games that we've thought about that where we can get some miniatures. We're looking at Heavy Gear to do live together once I finish painting that up. Some really old school stuff. We got Starship Troopers that we plan on doing. What else do I got coming in? Unbound. War of the Black Rose or something like that. I have that coming in. Boy, I'm having a total brain fart. But I've gone through and Tuesday night. Make sure you check Candace and I. Have finally got, because of my work schedule, because Tuesdays are so good. Those of you that followed RPG World, thanks for doing that. We've got a lot of things planned there as well. We're going to have some fun with. I've got more of that Warlock tile to continue the story. So every other week is RPG World, and then every other week to that is Candace and I playing a live game together on Tuesday nights. This Tuesday we're doing Too Many Bones, which is a game I absolutely love. So we're going to do that together. How long have I been on? 21 minutes. Okay, I'm doing fine. So all that stuff. So a lot of things. I'm here to support you no matter your decision. Do what's best for you. I appreciate it. Hashtag true story. It's fun when he is so excited that he forgets and calls me really, really early. I love Rob. He's a really great friend. I give him a hard time about it, but would not trade it for anything. I don't trust a lot of people in this world. Mainly because of my main job, and that's an unfortunate thing. The world is a very strange place now. I've pulled back from the board gaming world in a way. We have a fantastic sponsor. I love them to death. Miniature Market. He's become a very good friend of mine. So when he wins, I always feel that's great. And he's been very good to the channel. Look at all the gift certificates we give away. And we're going to give away plenty more. We try to do what's best for everybody. But there comes a time when, you got to open up. And I'm not doing this to get more viewers. I'm not doing this to get more subscriptions. I can give two about that stuff. I really could. It frustrates me, though. It can frustrate you. And it's one of those weird things. I could promise you this. Knowing me, that when we get to next year, I'm going to want to go a little longer. Okay? But I've got to find good balance. And I'm going to go hard for another year. And then I've got to try to find that balance. Why? Because there's so many things coming up this year that I'm working on and doing. The TV show I'm working on that you guys above board. I've been painting stuff for them, so I've got to get all that stuff done, and hopefully my hand holds up. I've got a couple of shows that I'm working on that I've got to handle and stuff like that. But I've got to find balance. And with the way things are in the world, my job has been stretching me, and it has affected, because when I start looking at some of the videos, I go, man, I could do better than that. I could do better than that. And I'm very frustrated with myself. So there's no reason why, listen, there's a reason why people leave. It hasn't been good. The stuff hasn't been good. I haven't lost my passion. I've just felt I've been rushed a little bit. You're the conductor of this train, bud. We're just going along for the ride. We'll be with you the whole time. Your channel's one of my favorites, and I appreciate it a lot. You're a great guy. Fatal Papercut, you're one of those people that I do things for. Okay? That's why I do what I do. It's not for fame. Fame? You don't get famous doing this. Certain people do. When you think of fame, you think of Aldi and Board Game Geek. You think of Tom Vassell and his crew. Okay? What a tremendous job they've done. Okay? Hats off to them. That's a lot of hard work. And Tom's had to reinvent things a few times and be creative. Hats off to him. And he's having a tough year. And believe me, I don't wish anything bad on anybody. I hope they come out of it okay. Even Aldi having a tough year. Hope he comes out of it okay. Rodney Smith, Chaz, probably when you see what he does, when those guys do, some of the most creative people out there, and I respect them. Am I ever going to be that level? No, I'm not even close. I think when this thing finally is all said and done, maybe we'll be at 19,000, and that's maybe years from now. Okay, this is not a channel that grows. Okay, this is a place that is a safe haven for the people that are kind of into the cult of Rob. I mean, that's pretty much all it is. Okay, this is a strange channel. It's not one thing. It's a channel that is a hot mess that is all over the place, and that's okay, because we do a good job at being a hot mess. That's it. Sometimes we do really great stuff. Sometimes we do stuff that people don't get. Sometimes we do stuff that nobody else will do. We're never Cult of the New. We're never the guy that's out there that's going to show you that thing first. And it's it's everybody's hot mess. You have a hand in it. There's a video that I just did this morning, by the way, Helen. Okay, that I think I'm going to put it up on Monday, so Helen, be aware. And I'm going to move something. I move things around all the time. But this video, I don't want to do top 10s anymore, but I want to take a subject and pick out a bunch of games and tell you why I have it in the grouping, and then let you pick out your view of it. And then the following week come up when I start with a new subject, before I even start, kind of give you the results of everything that everybody puts in the comments. Now, will that work? Well, people have to watch the video. Will they watch the video? I don't know. I think I'm calling it Rob versus community. Okay, and then we're going to take a subject, and it's my thoughts against your thoughts. This is what I do. I come up with all kinds of different ideas that nobody else does. Okay, people don't get it all the time. Okay, the tiger. Does anybody understand what the tiger is? No, you do. But if you just came off and you wanted to see a good Subbuteo game, which you're not going to get because I'm not that talented, and then at halftime there's the tiger doing all his antics and showing you highlights of games, well, guess what? You're going to go, what the hell is this stuff? You know, I wanted to say it. But you're going to scratch your head. And you're going to wonder, what is this stuff? It doesn't make sense. But it makes sense to you guys, because you guys know this is about my grandson. That tiger is about my connection to a grandson that, guess what? The last time I saw him was a year ago. And because of this mess going on, I'm not going to see him at least for another year. So, you all have had grandparents at some point. And when you were a kid, you wish you didn't do this, okay? Because maybe they're gone, or maybe they're not here anymore, or maybe you didn't have a chance. But when they called you and they wanted to talk to you, you couldn't wait to get off that phone. So I had to try to find a way, because he's small, his attention span is about this big, okay, to find a way to connect. So what did I do? I invented the tiger. It was my being Mr. Rogers who meant the world to me growing up. So all you new people that don't know that story, it's been told before. Some of you heard this before. That's the way it goes. Deplorable Rex. Rob's Tabletop World is one of the very few YouTube channels I have on alerts. If Rob is on air doing something, I want to check it out. Thank you. That means a lot to me. And I'm glad there's a small group that loves the tiger. Okay? Because whether they love him or not, he's going to be here. And it's not about him, even though he's sleeping right now. It's more about how do I, especially in when I do sports stuff that I like to do, how do I make a balance of, instead of doing different voices, how do I make another person come in and do different things so it's not me all the time? I need a different personality. You remember, I have all this. There's a lot of this, and there's just me. Once in a while I have my son come over, but let's face it, he's got 2 kids now. He's got a wife, a house to maintain, his own job that he has to support. You can't come over here and play games with me. The Queen hates games, hates them. Okay, and I live in an area that the population is 0 to 0. We have a post office. That's all we have. We have a post office, and a little Grand Island has a post office and a convenience store and a Dollar General. Okay, that's it. That's all we have. We're a little itty bitty town out in the middle of Florida. No, you say Grand Island to a Floridian, they go, huh? So I don't have people to do all this stuff with. So I invent, and I try to be creative with what's up here. And that's where we were trying to get to on RPG world a little bit. That rules don't mean anything. You could take and change rules any way you want to. But what do you have up here? What's in the inner mind that you, or your heart, that you find fun and you want to share with everybody else? I can turn on, thank God for the internet. It's a curse, and yet it's a blessing in many ways. I can turn on a camera and go, hey everybody, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to have some fun. And maybe you get it, maybe you don't. Hey, UPS FedEx delivers. That's what counts, huh? We love the tiger. Oh, I don't really have a local game group either. That's why I love being here. Yeah, and I've got to find a way to incorporate Helen, but Helen's been very, very busy trying to catch up with her job. And when I go on, it's like 9 different ways to Sunday. I'm the same as Rex. Rob is my only YouTuber I have alerts on. Well, thank you so much. And that, people can go, yeah. Hey, go to my Patreon. Well, we don't have a Patreon anymore. Okay? We're not here to collect money. And, I've said this a million times before, and I've ostracized myself with the board game community. Board game creators, as they call themselves. Okay? By going, hey, you want to know something? It doesn't cost you anything to do this. Okay? Does it cost time? It's a hobby. Enjoy it. Okay? Because you do enjoy it. That's why you're doing it and want to get paid to do it for a job. But guess what? Once you start getting paid, it becomes a job. There are parts about this that become a job to me because of my obligations to a phenomenal two sponsors, Army Painter, and Miniature Market. Okay, I want to do right by them every single time. They have a sale going on. Hey, what can I do? They need some of my help. Hey, what can I do? That's the job part of it. The fun part is, hey, I get to turn it on, I get to bring stuff in, and I get to share it with you guys. Okay? That's the truth of it. Don't let anybody baloney you and go, oh my God, it's so hard to do this. It's so hard to do that. You have no idea. We really need to get paid for our time. Paid for your time? There's one guy, there's a couple people that should get paid for their time. And you know the Dice Tower is one of them. Okay? Their organization is cranking out and working behind the scenes. I've been there many a time, many years ago. I've been there many times ago. They work very hard for you guys. So does Aldi. That site there takes a lot of people and a lot of work that he has to pay out to do those things. Tom pays a lot of people to bring you the content and stuff that he does. Okay? You know, Rodney, another guy. Who better in the business? Okay? But then a guy that tries to be like Rodney, okay, and I'm not going to mention any names, it sits there and boo-hoos and cries because he doesn't have enough money. Isn't it hard enough for everybody out there right now to be begging for money all the time? Listen, if it makes you happy and they do things that make you happy, then support them. I'm not telling you not to. But don't fall for this crock and bull. Because everybody wants to be the biggest in the world. Hey, I would love to be the biggest in the world. Doesn't mean I quit my day job. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work when you get big. Okay? But those people that you choose to do this. I don't know. There's two different ways you can look at it. I just look at it when I hear people whine egg whites. We took all our money and gave it to charity, and I took a beating. But why? Look at all the enjoyment I've got out of this over the last 5 years. 37 minutes. I'm not going to make this an hour. I swear to God. Joe Poe 43. Keep doing what you do, Rob. It's great. An old coach saying is, do what you think is best. If you start listening to the crowd, you will become part of the crowd. Stay you. It's why I watch. Yeah, I don't listen to, I really don't. Sometimes things I scratch my head with, you know, and I do my best. But, you know, like I said, I have a plan in place. We'll see what happens a year from now. Okay? All right? But I really think I'd like to go out with my boots on and really dial it back a lot. And that's what this was all about. As well as to tell you that the Queen was very, very sick yesterday. So some of the things I had planned, I can't do. And tomorrow's the baby's birthday. So what I may do is very, very early in the morning, get up and do a double header of Sabutio. And tomorrow's matches... Oh, what did I do with that list? Don't tell me I moved it. Oh. And tomorrow's feature matches... Gotta put the spectacles on. And her lip is still kind of swollen. So I'm really nervous about this. We have Man City and Arsenal tomorrow. And then we're going to add another game, I think... Do we make it Manchester Sunday and go Manchester United and Everton? Or do we go Southampton and Chelsea? Chelsea was on last week against Nottingham Forest. We could have Liverpool and Stoke City, which would be kind of interesting. I think the main game is going to be Manchester City and Arsenal. And then the first game, I'll make a decision on, and we'll go from there. How's that? Oh, boy. So that's what we're going to do. And then we have the table, which will make its appearance next week, because I'm working on that. Scoreboard will be fixed by then. We'll work on that. And I think that I said it all. Now, this afternoon, I might do something, but because I have that live thing with Dice Tower at 9 o'clock, I may not do anything. Best part of this channel is that it shows playthroughs of games you do not see on other channels. I do not like to do Cult of the New. I like to do things outside the box, or if it's something that's popular, I wait till everybody's done it, and then I wait a month or two, and then I do it. And that's why it doesn't get a lot of views. That's fine. I just like doing my view on it. D6 is one of them. Without this channel, I would not even know about these games. Thank you, Rob. Well, thank you, Rupert. I really appreciate that. Gramtastic, you glorious son of a gun. I hope you're doing well. You know, you become personal with people, and one of the things that... I'm watching that timer. One of the things that you don't do is that you know people's life stories. Okay? When people write to you, I know Gramtastic's life story. So for me, it's personal. You know, I always want to see him doing well. Helen, I have such a connection with. You know, a lot of you that write me and tell me your life stories, there's that personal connection, and that's what makes it. Doing super well, expecting a son in December, and it's been a long road for him to get to that point. And I know that story. It's something I'll never share it with anybody, but it's something that means something to me. So him saying that, for me, it gives me the strength to just do even more. Okay? Because there is a connection with my fan base. I have a very small fan base, and I'm very connected with it. It means a lot to me. Hey, listen, have I dropped the ball? Hell yeah. I'm not a perfect human being. I try my very, very best. I am not perfect by a long shot, nor will I ever be. But I do try. I try to give you the best every time I flick on that camera. And for me to come on here and say, hey, lately, I haven't given my best. I need to give more, and I will. I promise you that. So our next live events over this next week, starting tomorrow. I'm really excited because the stadium will be set up. We're going to have some spectators. You saw some of it in the pitch car rebroadcast. And hey, don't forget we got, that this week. I wish I was as good as Rough Swordsman. Okay? I wish I was as good as that dude. Okay? Because there's a guy that if you haven't watched him do a war game or anything like that, or some of his games, he has this excitement that gets you into a game. And I like that because his channel is about passion. So go over there and subscribe. Great guy. I really like him. All right. I'm still sore about the pitch car rematch. Well, it's kind of funny you should say that because, Helen, guess what? Because you're so sore, we've made you a broadcaster. And you are going to come on, and you don't even know, because I'm telling you now, in front of the world, that Helen is going to do the broadcast while I do the pitch car. Because it's too hard for me to broadcast it. She's going to do the play-by-play, and she's going to keep track of everything as we go. So Helen is now going to be our play-by-play person because she got oisted. I love learning these things this way. You've been busy. I haven't had a chance to talk to you. You got oisted, so we got to find something for you to do. Hey, congratulations. Play-by-play by Helen ought to be interesting. We'll see how excited we can get her. All right. Let me see. What else? All right. 43 minutes. I said 45 minutes. That's all I wanted to do. We're at 43. Listen. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Okay. Make sure you're part of the Rob Army. Okay. We are doing the best we can to bring you the best of everything. I need a color commentator. Well, I'll work with you because I'll have my little headset on because I bought an extension so I can walk all the way around with my headset on. See? I'm always thinking, Alan. So we do things outside the box. Oh, we even got a thumbs down. Good. Makes me feel better. We got that one person that always watches. Whatever. It becomes comical after a while. But do smash that like button. Do subscribe to the channel. And just know I love you all to death. There's a lot of good people out there. But that's what we're doing going forward, okay? We're going to take this a certain way. Rob is thinking again. That's always that's always a recipe for awesome. Thank you. All right. I love you all dearly, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I promise you this, that we will see you very, very soon. And for all you gutless haters out there, have the guts to oh, that's right, you wouldn't, because you wouldn't want to end up taking this on. And that is the bottom line. How do you feel sitting there with your Cheetos? How do you feel? See, I still got 2 minutes. How do you feel sitting there with your Cheetos and you think that's the answer to everything? It's gutless. And when I sign off, you have to go to your pathetic lives. Yeah, that's it. Keep piling them on. Makes me laugh. My PC is running slow today. I'll catch this one on the reruns. Falcon Ash, how are you, my friend? How are you? Good to see you. All right. I love you all. All of you be good. And we most definitely will see you later. And, boy, that was... Okay. I'm just going to make sure I get everything right. Can't get anything right. All right. Until next time, we'll probably see you tonight on the Dice Tower. And also, make sure to check us tomorrow for Saputio in the morning. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have a blast. Take it easy, everybody.